Alright, so, note to self. The bed is a evil temptress. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome on in. Welcome in, welcome in, Colin. Welcome in, Joe. Welcome in, Jerry. Welcome in, Rachel. Glad you can make it. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Oh. I'm just gonna...
Ta-da! You've successfully perverted the laws of God and man.
Also, the game is a bit loud. Give me a second. My audio is super quiet. Yeah, I noticed that as well. Not sure how to fix it. Hold on. Also, the game is just loud. That's also part of it. Trying to see if this is... I think that might be good. That might be a little... Hold on. In with the piano sting. That should be good. Soon to be me at work because everything is horrible. Oh, yeah, I hope everything is better at work. Because, yeah, that sucks. Alright, I guess there's not much else to do, but just dive in. You can't tell, but there's a loading screen behind my head. Joseph Stalin?
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in, and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
All right. I have been informed that I should keep, like, a notebook. So give me a second, because I'm gonna throw it in the Discord real quick. Let me just go nab that image. Hold on, game. Hold. You gotta wait for a second. Wait, what images do we have to mess with? I love. Forgot I had that one. That one works. Properties. It's just Stella? Nope. Oh, where did I put it? Oh, it's pictures. Sectonia jump scare. Yeah, she's there too. So, let me show you. Quick first transform. Fit to screen. Go. I guess. Hold on. I'm gonna stall for the rest of the stream. That's there it is. Whatever. Here it is. So this is the notebook that I've been sitting on for a while that I haven't done anything with. Because it's like, it's very nice looking. Homophobia jump scare. Homophobia is a jump scare. You should just point a webcam right at your notes. That could be fun. I would have to figure out how to set up a webcam. And also, I don't want to. But yeah, so this notebook will be my blueprints notebook. I think it is fitting given its style. So, all right, and I'm gonna be gaming on controller because that's the kind of person I am. All right. Oh God. All right. Let me awaken my reading capabilities. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Interesting. I assume bequest is a word, but whatever. Move on. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you. Do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been farther from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice, do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandma used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and best wishes, the best of luck, Herbert Sinclair. Impediment. What did I, hold on. Oh, I think I said impedance or something. Yeah. You know what? It's fine. My reading comprehension is subpar. We're all aware of this. Yo, I got the blueprints! Roll credits. Reading comprehension, why start now? Exactly. Alright. This is the start of the game. And we've got to find the secret 46th room, apparently. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose one footstep. I'll call those there for now. When you no longer have any footsteps left, you will be too tired to continue searching that manor and must call it a day. Okay. Guess we'll head... Oh, take a door and go, I guess. Alright, Alright, so looking at it... Yeah, I think maybe the hallway is best, because that gives us the most options afterwards. Because if I do bedroom, I can only just go, like, left. But if I do hallway, I can go forward and left. So let's try that. Okay. Oh. Doors in the west wing are most likely to be locked? Okay. I mean, this appears to be the east, right? Assuming up is north. It's normally how maps work. Who? The west wing is forbidden. Guest bedroom would lead to a dead end. Storeroom give me a bunch of stuff, but it's a dead end. Pantry. Oh, I have to go this way. Okay. I guess. Well, we have the extra room here, so let's go to the storeroom because that gives us stuff. We love stuff. Okay. Yeah, hold on. I mean, I've already encountered that note, so let me just start writing things down. Why not? Because I'm aware of needing to write things down, so we'll say... What? Red note hallway? That sounds about right. Day... God. Sorry, my arms don't work because I woke up like 5 minutes ago. Day 1. Red note in hallway. Said, what does that say? Doors in the west wing. More likely to be locked. Okay. I'm not going to chat much during these streams because I don't want to say a word. Yeah, I know because you have played this game, so there might be a lot of things where you just want to, you know. I get that. Corridor is always left unlocked. Okay, interesting. And I'd rather not dead end this place already, so let's go to the corridor. Oop, hat. Why can I not put the hat on? This is a tragedy. Tragedy? It's like travesty and tragedy at the same time. Parlor has a puzzle piece in it, apparently. Spare room. Just go straight ahead. The pantry veers to the left. Well, they both... We got 2 veers to the left and this straight ahead. Tragedy. A tajesty. What's even the point of... If you can't adore hats? Exactly. I mean, Parlor has a puzzle piece. We love puzzle pieces. Let's see what's in here. We gotta learn. We gotta... Oh. Hello? The gems are not in the white box. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in this box. Okay. Cool. What's this say? Oop. Component for the parlor game. Okay. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the the Oldhams, probably. Not Old Hams. Although being called the Old Hams would be kind of funny. This past Thursday. if I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had... It had been quite a while since we had... Brain's not working again. Old hams in canon. Hell yeah. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. You called them old hams despite the fact that they are obviously grilled. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, Mr. Lowry, or M. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box that displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. York. This man played Professor Layton. And like in the games, he just sees puzzles everywhere. Incredible. Okay, so one of these tells the truth. One of these just tells lies, and the other one could be either. Okay. So it could be that this box is lying, and this box is lying. Well, no, because if that's the case, then this box is telling the truth. But it can't be. So, this box... Wait. If both of these boxes are lying, then it would be in this box. If this box is lying, then it's not in this box. So, okay. So, Alright, thinking time. The gems are not in the white box. If this is lying, then they are in the white box. And if it's not lying, it doesn't tell us anything. The gems are not in this box. If it is lying, then it's in this box. And if it's telling the truth, then it just tells us it's not in this box. The gems are in this box. If this one's telling the truth, then obviously it's in this box. But if this one's lying, then it's not in this box. Okay. That's so basically this tells us nothing. Like, unless this is telling the truth and this is lying, then it would be in here. Yeah, okay, let's work through all the parameters here. All right? So if this box is telling the truth, then this box is also telling the truth. Which means this box has to be the liar, which means it'd be in the blue box. The blue one saying the gem isn't in white doesn't say anything about itself. That's true, that's true. Yeah, so like if this is telling the truth and this is telling the truth, then this one's lying, which means it's in the blue box. If this one is lying, then that means they are in this box, which means this one also has to be lying, which means this one would be telling the truth, because one of them has to be telling the truth. But if that's the case, then that can't be true, because this one says that they're in this box. But if this one's hold on, what did I say? So if this one is lying, that means they are in the white box, which means this one's also lying. And if they're both lying, then this has to be telling the truth, but it can't be, because then they'd be both in the white box and in the black box. Which means that this could be telling the truth. Right, okay, so yeah, these statements can't be true. Wait, no, these statements can't be false. Because if this one's false, then this one is also false, which means that this one has to be true, but that can't be the case, which means this one is false, meaning that these both have to be true because they're the same statement. Because, like, if this one's lying, that the gems are not in the white box, meaning that the gems are in the white box, then this one also has to be lying, which means that they are in this box. Son of a bitch. Okay, how did I get this wrong? Let's all right, let's double back and see how I got this wrong. That means that it means that this statement is telling the truth, that the gems are not in this box. Which means this one's telling, okay, no, I see where I got this wrong. Because I just went with the assumption that they were lying, not telling the truth. I think I mixed myself up. Okay. Now we know for next time. Now we know to I think I mixed my own brain up there. Again, I woke up like I kind of woke up, realized it was 6:35, and I'm like, oh god, I gotta stream. So yeah, my bad. I thought that it was the blue box. The signs pointed at. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was the blue box, and I think I accidentally worded myself into a corner thinking it was the other one. But that's fine. You know what? It's mistakes are part of the journey. What do we got here? I guess I either dead end this or I loop it back this way. I guess we'll go into the closet and then we'll just extend up and to the left, hopefully, with the entrance hall down there. A chauffeur. Wicked. Go to the lavatory and flush yourself down the toilet. I don't know if that's what it means. And an ivory dice. You may use it to roll up new floor plans. Cool. Cool. All right. Back we go. Oh, wait, I'm going to lose... Yeah, I'm losing steps because I have to backtrack all this way. Ah, okay. So this wasn't a great idea. Okay. Okay, that took up a slot, but I can't... Or that took up a footstep, but I can go out here. Oh, it looks like there's a lot here. Not gonna do that. I don't know what that does. Okay, that's locked. That mountain looks preposterous, right? Like, it's like there's a gap there and a gap there. Oh no, that's okay. No, it's like wreathed in clouds. That's what's going on. I thought it was like half floating up there. Make me able to read better. That wish is beyond my power. Even I have limits. Where does this path take me? Alright, looks like a gate. Guessing this gate's not going to open for me. Yep, alright. Game starts asking you to find papers before Slenderman gets you. Oh, no. Also, the mountain is just shaped that way. No, yeah, you're right. Because, well, I mean, I don't know. Perspective-wise, it could be like that's a cloud that's, like, wrapped around the mountain. Or it could be like that's a cloud behind the mountain and that mountain's, like, jutting up like that. Either way. The campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time for the blueprint when you return to the campsite for the night. Cool. Y'all see that? You'll see what my arrow's pointing at down there? Mountain looks like the St. Basil Cathedral. I wish I knew what that looked like. But yeah, like, so, that looks like something down there, right? Like, pull up my mouse, like, circle that. It looks like something interesting. I don't think I can get there, though, because I think that's along the path that I'm blocked off from for now. Apple orchard. Well, I don't know that. And I'm not even about to begin to guess it. Like an old-timey castle. I mean, yeah, that's... I guess that makes sense. For... Sorry, brain's still... You know, starting the puzzle game off when I'm tired is going to be hilarious. Whole stream was just brute forcing lock combos. There's only so many. There's only, what, 9,999? Well, no, 10,000, like, 4? Well, no, because... Well, yes, 0000 is one of them. So yeah, it's just 10,000. Supposed to say Basil Cathedral in Discord. Alright, I'll look at that real quick. That's... You can't fool me, that's Disney. Oh yeah, but I kind of see like the like kind of, hold on, mouse for finer control. The like swooping shapes on the side there. I kind of get that. How many digits and numbers per digit? I think it's a 0 through 9 combination lock with 4 digits. So each spot has 9 potential options, which is like 10,000. For your own sanity, hold trigger to jog. Aha. Like how you said hold trigger, and I had to just interpret that it was the left one because the right one was the map. Anyway. Back to drafting, I guess. What do we got? Guest bedroom, that's an ending. Spare bedroom is just going to go into a wall, so that's not going to be very useful. And the spare room isn't going to do much good. So I guess we'll just do guest bedroom, give myself a few more steps. I guess I took a nap in this room. Very useful. What do you got? Sinclair just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend I had. Thank you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen a billiard board. It's ages since I hit a billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciate that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Okay. I'll write that down. There's a game in billiard room. Math related. Don't need to know how... Not hot. God, one of the biggest problems is going to be my ability to read my own notes, I think. How to play darts. Okay. Alright, so if we find the billiard room, there'll be a dartboard puzzle, and we don't need keys. A spare set of car keys. Yo! We can... Basketball. We can go into town. Do some, cruising for chicks and all that. Well, guess this is the only way. Hopefully I can continue. Pantry, nook, and commissary. All... I need a gem for that one, looks of it. Let's do, I guess, the nook? Let's do the nook. Got a key. Trunk is locked. It looks like I need a key for that. I only got 2 of those. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly a journal, we've got that, will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Well, we are taking advantage of that, so. Hold on. Yeah, so I noticed something off in that room, the guest bedroom. There's like a pawn, and then there's a rook. I don't know how useful that's going to be, but I guess I'm gonna write those 2 down because I saw them. Guest bedroom had a pawn. Nook had a rook. Conveniently. Rook nook, exactly. I guess, does this door need a key? No? Okay. Well, that one leads me to the left. This one leads me to the left as well. This kind of has a blocked off door for the drawing room. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Interesting. That could be useful. Oh, that has a gem requirement. I only got the 1. Let's start with just the bedroom. Yeah. There you go. And I mean, I'm watching you play this game is both enthralling and killing Joe. I bet. What do you got? Ooh. Some dice and some dosh. Wicked. Oh yeah, see? Hold on, where is this? Yeah, bedroom pawn. Hold on. So, okay, just... And a hat! A hat I can't wear! Truly a travesty. Yeah, so what I've noticed is, like, immediate observation. There's pawns in bedrooms. In, like, 10 streams gonna be able to be obsessed over this game with you. I bet. Or I might just be real stupid. Oh. The art style of this game, I will say, is very, very cool. Like, I do love the kind of, like, cel-shaded thing it's going for. Oop. Greetings from Reddington. Wicked. Let's get going. Chapel, whenever you enter, you lose a coin. Why would I want that? Well, I guess it has 3 doors. So does the den, so let's go to the den. And there's a gem on the den. There it is. I got my ring. Let's go. Let's go, Subval. Also, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. I took my engineering oath today. Incredible. You got married to engineering? Congratulations. When's the wedding? This is the den. Den has a pawn in it. I don't know. I'm assuming the clocks are the same. Now I can't use my Now I can't use my engineering for evil. Oh, this is a tragedy. Truly, we have lost something good today. It's almost midnight, isn't it? What happens when it hits midnight? I think it's past midnight, actually. Yeah, okay, we're past midnight now. That or it's like 11. might be 11. Could be noon. Could be noon. It was bright outside. I can use my landscape painting for evil, though. Excellent. We still have evil. As long as evil still exists in this world. I mean, I'll take the hallway. Gives me more options. Oh, hello. Staff notice of June 15th, 1983. I'm going to write this down because that's a date. I'm not sure if I might need those. Because, I mean, now that I'm looking for numbers, who knows? Staff notice, June 15th, 1983, in the West Wing Hall. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any something may draft... So, okay. Interesting. This is going to be a dead end regardless of what I draft here, so... Yeah, there's a breaker box. I mean, this is a dead end, so we'll just do that then. Apparently, the electrical engineers do not believe in making oaths for greater good. Checks out, honestly. Keycard entry system. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. Okay. Well, I have no idea how any of this works, so we're just gonna leave it for now. Joe, wait, I figured something out. Runs into the other room to get Blueprint's journal. I'm glad I'm giving him ideas, apparently. Alright, well, if we go to the nursery, that's a dead end. So we shouldn't do that. Let's go with the courtyard, because that gives us a left and a forward, even though it's going to cost us a gem. But we've got 2, so we should be fine. Ooh, metal detector. Great chance of finding keys and money. I'm assuming that just happens on its own. Oh, Chauffel. Key, nice, nice. Oh. Nothing of interest was buried here. Well, then put something in there. Leave something for the next tenant. All right, what's in here? The pantry we could do. The kitchen has food for sale, but we don't have a lot of money. I'm guessing coins is what that takes. Let's go to the pantry. Banana! Oh. Is it this? I'm guessing it was that. Anyway. Well, then put something there. Got me. I mean, yeah, just leave something for the next time you come around and dig it up. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Okay. So I'm guessing that was a change. We got a banana. That's pretty cool. We love bananas. Locked door. Okay, I have 2 keys. I'll see if there's another... See if this entrance is open. Also locked. Alright, well, key it is. What do we got? Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Well, I'm only at rank 4, so... But that's going to give me the most options in terms of... Or I could reroll. Ah, I got plenty of these. Let's reroll. When you enter the gymnasium, lose 2. Enter the chapel, lose 1. Well, these is great, huh? I guess we'll do chapel. I'm willing to lose money over steps right now. That might be a bad idea, but we'll see. Oh. A bishop in the chapel. Who would have thought? You know what? Hold on. I'm putting this all under my day 1, but, like... You know what? What I'll do is I'll leave that under day 1 for now. I'm thinking, like, if... Like, what I'll do then on day 2 is if it's consistent, I can, like, mark it down as, like, a... Ooh, money. Nice. Stealing money from the church, like a boss. Joe has booted up blueprints. He's on a mission. I have given him fervor. Let's see what this is. Ah, I can get around that key. Nice. Leads to a room of a color of your choice. That's a gem requirement. Food for sale gem requirement. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. Interesting. I mean... Like, either this gets blocked off or it loops around the pantry. I don't think it really matters. I'm gonna go with the kitchen. They have a dog! Excellent. I must find the dog. Anyway, what are you? Bananas, club sandwich, bacon and eggs. Plus 10 and add morning room to today's draft pool. Okay, interesting. You know what? Let's go with that. Let's be crazy already and add a few more rooms. So we've already explored the pantry. That's over there. So let's go this way. Back to the chapel. And we can add the boudoir, the dining room, which the dining room maybe we can get to rank, or we could go to the, well, we can't go to the garage. We don't have gems. So let's, I guess we'll do the dining room because that also gives me more space options, as well as if I hit rank 8, I can come back here for a free meal. Dining room has a pawn in it. Boudoir. Boudoir. Oh, is it French? Oh, gross. Okay, I'm guessing this room just has the free meal when that happens. Okay, so we can go this way. All right, please tell me both aren't locked. All right, good. We can keep going somewhere. The lavatory. This is the bathroom. Interesting. We don't have gems for the commissary. Spare room is just a hallway, although, yeah, we probably want that because then we have the option of another room, so let's do that. Cool. This room feels so spare. Ah, beans. All right. Well, I don't want to... Yeah, let's not waste the footsteps going back just because we have the key. Open it up. What do we got? The billiard room. We just heard about a puzzle in there. Yeah, let's do it. That room is triggering my OCD. It's not a good room. It's just white. Oh, key. Good. Orange! Nice, more steps. Oh, is that? Nope, those are the things you use for the... What is the point of, like, the blue dust chalk thing on the end of the billiard stick? Anybody know? Anybody billiard pilled or whatever? Alright, you. What do we got? Okay. So I'm seeing plus, minus, multiply, divide. And it's currently, like, there on, like, 5. Chalk makes ball hitting better and more responsive. Okay. Chalk helps create friction and grip better. Hold on. I'm just gonna move that out of the way a little more so I can see that. There we go. Chalk helps friction and grip between the cue tip and the cue ball, which allows players to put spin on the cue ball by hitting the cue ball away from the center. Without chalk, it is difficult and, if not impossible, to use draw, follow, or English to move. English? Okay. Billiards people making up words now. Alright, I guess... Okay. Well, is it... I'm guessing it's plus, then? Because if it's like 5 plus whatever... The first number was 5. And then we'll do plus 1. So that's 6. Okay. And then what? 12 minus 10? So that's 2? Alright. And then 2 times 1? So that's 2 again. And we're back to 5. Okay. Yeah, because it's like... So... 5. And then 5 plus 1 is 6. And then 12 minus 10 is 2. And then 2 times 1... 2 times 1 is 2, right? Okay, so it's clearly not that. So 5, 6, 2... Is it just 1? Okay, odd. And then, what's that? Oh, wait, no. I thought that maybe the colors of the darts had something to do with it, but not that I can tell. I mean, 2 divided by 10 isn't really a number I could select, but 10 divided by 2 would be 5, so... No, we're back here. Okay. 5, 6, 2, 1. Would you be... Is there anything else purple in this room? Oh, or, sorry, pink. You're pink. Well, you have numbers on you. I think that's the number 12, but I don't think that's useful to me. I don't know how much this is going to help me, because I haven't needed these yet, so. I mean, I guess let's try 12. Nope, okay. 5, 6, 2, 1. Are you 2 minus 1? Wait. Is the... I'm guessing the colors mean something. So I'm gonna say, because I think blue is just like additive. Yellow is subtracting, which is why it's like 2 minus 1 is 1. So then we have 10 and 2. Is this multiplying? So this would be 20? Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay, and then it's like... So 10 minus 4 is 6. Times 3 is 18. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to write down the information I just learned. I might have just learned. So I'll do... billiard room, dart, puzzle. Blue is additive. Yellow is subtractive. Put a W on yellow. I mean, as long as I understand it, but might as well make it legible to everybody, right? And pink is multiplicative. And we didn't see a different color for, like, division. So we'll just... We'll just have those for now. I may have to come back to this. But I got 2 more keys. So that could be useful. The Great Hall has 7 locked doors. Cool, I have 3 keys. Sonic write things in code and comes back next week. What the hell does this mean? I don't remember. Oh, we don't have any gems, so we have to go through the Great Hall. Or I could... Oh, well, I'm here, so I gotta. Alright. Wicked. I'm not even gonna go in there, actually. I'm gonna go back to the dining room. Because I have 2 keys. Oh, also I'm in a rank 7 room, so we can get fish. Lemon glazed salmon. If I have the aquarium in the house, I'm going to see if I can't finagle the aquarium with my dice. Alright, so that's not useful. That's in and out. Package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. A package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. Okay. Well, that would dead end me. I don't know if I want to do that. Well, I could just go back into the Great Hall then, I guess, if I need to. Yeah, screw it. Why does the aquarium help? Do you eat the fish while glaring at the fish in the tank and that gives you satisfaction? I'm not going to question it. Metal detector, what do you got for me? Oop. Here? Is it this? Found a pipe bomb. Large battery pack. It provides juice to battery-powered contraptions. Interesting. What about you? Utility room fuse box. Oh, God. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided. Interesting. Okay, hold on. Can I get rid of that sticky note? No? Okay. So it looks like press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. Okay. I'm gonna write this down, I guess. Mailroom. Utility. Fuse box. Indicators. How am I gonna write this down? What is that, like 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay, so 6 green lights. Press any button above to activate 2. Then with I'm just gonna draw this one out actually. So that's 2 dark lights. This one's B for blue, this one's R for red, and then 2 blacked out lights again. Press a blue. As this game progresses, I just see Sonic looking like looking like pictures of a blobfish. I mean, maybe. Indicator, which I'll shorten just so I have a little more room. Next to a red indicator to activate. Oh, lost my room, but that's fine. I'll just write it underneath. Purple. Now. Five purples and red. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6. I have already gone off the lines with this notebook, so we're doing great. Anyway, what do you have to say? Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Revane to sender, as he no longer is employed with our staff. Mailroom. Denny Revane is no longer employed. Unfortunate for him. Oh god, you think any of these are relevant? Hold on, SKR 6789? That might be relevant. I don't know. I'm gonna write this down. Mailroom. Letter. I'm gonna draw the letter in my notebook. Was there text under the red squiggly? I don't think there was. Oh crap, there is! Oh no. I'm looking in, getting closer. That is hard to read. Hold on. Wait, I'm gonna cheat. I'm cheating. Open up this screenshot. Show on disk. Go into my Clip Studio Paint. Pull the screenshot into Clip Studio Paint. And we zoom in. I can't read that. I'm gonna be real, guys. I cannot read that. Cheating didn't work. Cheating did not work, gamers. I guess, Joe, you can answer me this. Is there like a magnifying glass that I can find that would make that easier to read? Or like a black light or something. There's some device I bring in here and it makes that easier to read, right? Yes? Alright, sick. That's what I figured. Alright, anyway, time to draw this letter again. So it's... Dad at 1809 Alice Drive. Ben Maurice 63022 to Simon E. What kind of return address name is Dad? Make note of it for later when you have that. I mean, I took a screenshot of it so I can remind myself that it exists, I guess. Mount Holly Estate. 10 Reese 63080. We make sure that I can actually read the 022 on that last one. 63022. There we go. And then SKR. He says writing K first for some reason. 6789. All right. That should be all the things. And there's a 10 there. I don't know, like, that looks like one of the paintings. The paintings, I'm not sure what's going on there. There's a lot of those. What's the time? That's not a clock. Anyway, was there something in here? Did I write down anything in the dining? There's a pawn in the dining room. I wrote that down. Okay. Oh, check the time. It's like 3 p.m. Interesting. All right, next place we can go to is the Great Hall. Let's check that out. Was there a chess piece in the billiard room? I have a message above. Hold on. With these notes, it made me think of something. I posted it in media stream. All right, I'll check it out. Media for stream. For those wondering, he just posted the Always Sunny in Philadelphia Pepe Sylvia insane rant image. And you know what's funny? I think it was Joe in chat, the guy who has already played this game and went to replay it after I accidentally showed him something about it. Posted, like, he showed me a video of somebody else playing this game, and they had like a literal, like, on like their like patio door, like a bunch of sticky notes and basically a conspiracy board for this game. So I might be that eventually. That might happen. We might get there. And I don't see a chess piece in here, so nothing to note, but we did solve that puzzle, which is pretty goated. In here we go. Oop. Wicked. I got a box full of puzzle hints! Alright, based on the design of this place, I think this is a hallway. This is a hallway. Or like these are all entrances to other rooms, but I'm not sure what these are. I've only got 3 keys, so I'm just gonna do the ones that I know. Lead elsewhere? Alright. Bunk room counts as 2 bedrooms. I don't have the nursery. I saw that was a good thing. I guess dark room it is? Cannot see the floor plans while drafting this room. Alright, well, you know what? Let's take me to the dark. Actually, now here's why I want to go to the dark room. Because the utility closet had a breaker box. And I think one of the options on that thing was the dark room. Now, I'm going to lose a lot of steps heading back there. But let's see if we can't... Because, I mean, it looks like the power just got shut off to the dark room. I mean, we're not going to draft the aquarium. Give me the fish. Like, I'm going to be wasting a bunch of steps going back to the utility closet. I might as well just eat the fish. Take my last coin. How dare you. Yeah, so straight, right, or left. So in here... Let's see if I can work this out. Keycard entry system. So just press any of these, I'm guessing. That's green. Okay, they're all green now. Turn on the dark room. I don't even have the gymnasium, so I'm going to turn that off. Ooh. Okay. Hold on. press a blue... So press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. Well, I mean, they're all purple now. Not sure what that did, but... I did turn on the power to the dark room, so let's go see if that's actually done anything. Yeah, that's just a loop, so let's go this way. You telling me there's something in here? You're leading me to believe there's something behind this door. Money. Excellent. And a switch. I'm not touching that. I don't know what that does. Darkroom has power. Nice. Joseph Stalin. Joseph Stalin with a camera. Okay, there's a... Going to a second page for day 1 already. Day 1. Continue. Dark room. Free photo. Has art. Can't really see it. But I'm guessing... Oh, I'm guessing the heart is the code. Possible code for orchard. Okay, looks like a couple of people that clean up. Same photo, more developed. Okay. Computers, they have those. Oh, hold on. Look at this image. There's a king. Maybe that's a queen? No, I think it's the king. I mean, I'll write it down. Hold on. Dark room. Office. Photo. As. King. Piece. Okay. I got a broken lever. Could prove useful. Picture of a lady. Same picture of the orchard. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, no. Guys, I have to learn to read cursive. This is the greatest challenge I will ever face. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. Oh, okay. So he wants a big photo of this for her bedroom. Time to write more things down. Dark room. Large photo of, quote, her ladyship in a West Wing bedroom, question mark, plus an enlarged photo of tree. I was going to point an arrow to that one up there, because that's the one I'm thinking of. Okay. Okay, we're gathering clues, hints and such. Another photo of that. Taking a... Okay, a bunch of test photos, I'm guessing. Yeah, learning how to develop. Ooh. One more dark room. Dark room. Man holding note. Photo. All right, I think that's everything in here for now. Oh, this must be the camera itself. I guess let's pick a direction. Oh, this is the anti-chain. Oh, well. I guess we'll go this way then. Don't be locked. I only have one key. Damn it. All right. I don't have any gems, so I can't do that. Furnace. I guess we're going to the Bordeaux or whatever. Aha. The next door better not be locked, or I'm gonna be upset. Boudoir. Okay. So in the boudoir, picture of Christmas. There's a picture of Christmas. I don't see any significant things in it, but it's good to note it down, just in case I need to come back to it. Oh, the safe. The safe was gotten on Christmas. Hello there. Right. I can assume where this is going. Alright, let's thonk. Christmas Day. Yeah, the safe was gotten at Christmas. But I don't think there's any distinguishing markings in this picture that I can see that would, like, tell me when. Which means I'm not exactly... Hold on. Where was that one? Here we go. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983, in the West Wing Hall, that it was being... The West Wing was being closed... What? Oh. Wait. Oh, I'm out of room. I don't have any more keys. And so I need to go to the Great Hall I need to get a key to go to the Great Hall so I can continue drafting rooms. So we gotta figure this out. Alright, so here's my thinking, right? I don't remember what the exact note said, but it said, like, that the West Wing is off limits because of something that happened. I think it was to the ladyship. So I'm gonna see if 1983 is the answer. No? Okay. I tried. Well, hold on. Maybe it's the full... I don't know how many digits this thing takes, so let's try. Sorry, I just realized Syncaco is the same company that made the camera. I don't know if that's relevant, but all right. So June is what, 6, 6, 1, 5, 1, 9, 8, 3. No, okay. Well, there's not much more I can do about that. I think that's kind of it. I think that might be the end of our first rough draft, but I'm tiss. Because I don't have any more keys, so I can't go through the Great Hall. And there's no other doors I can really go through. I don't think any of these photos are gonna give me a good, like, oh yeah, you take a photo, like in the camera, it shows like some digit that I could use to break into that. Safe. So I'm just gonna wander around a bit, see if I notice anything else in these rooms. Maybe find a key. Stumble upon a key I didn't see, even though the metal detector would have told me. The photo room with the doors open, those photos are going to be ruined. I mean, some of them are already ruined, so not much I can do about that. Yeah, this is just a room. They really should have tried harder with this room. Anything else? Anything else? I'm going to lose money walking to the chapel. Can I circumvent the chapel? Nah, gotta go through it. Oh well. Yep, already got the pawn in there. Yeah, pawn dining hall. Yeah, I wrote that down. So if that's consistent, I might, miss anything in here? If, like, we get the dining hall next time, and it's, like, also had a pawn in it, I'm gonna make, like, a separate section of, in my notebook for, those, because I'm guessing those will be... If they're consistent, then I don't need to mark them down per day. Okay, like... I'm at purple now. The plain white room with the little furniture. Rose describes Ryan's room looking like that in Metal Gear Solid 2. More secret code. I mean, Ryan's been through a lot. All right, we can forgive him a little bit. Oh, I'll write it down. Mail room. Package. I'll put quotes. Delivered. Oh, it just says 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That means that those can't. I'll write it down, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If it's a number like sequence like that, I got to assume it's not relevant. Because, like, come on. I could still dislike him if I want. Why would you dislike Raiden? He's done nothing wrong. Raiden has never done anything wrong. Don't look into all the things he's done. Alright, Chapel, take my money. I don't really need it. At least not right now. I don't think I can keep it afterwards, so. Let's just loop through the kitchen, see if we missed anything. He doesn't interest me as a character even in Revengeance. I get that. I can understand that. Doesn't seem to be anything important in the kitchen other than ordering food, but I don't have... Oh! Bananas. Thank you. Anything in the pantry? We already got that note for the change for the apples and bananas and oranges and such. Nothing else in here. Oh! You know, I guess it is a courtyard. Makes sense I can see this guy. There's the hole that someone needs to leave something in. The metal detector was here. The other hole. Not much else in here. And this room, this had the note. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. You know what? I'll write that down real quick. Hold on. Late Lady Clara Epson. Because maybe that's an important date when she died. And then that room, which we already... Hold on. You need a second computer with notepad on it. I mean, but that's less fun than me just writing things down in this journal. I don't have either of these other rooms, so not much I can do about that. I would have all this in notepads. I mean, oh yeah, just like write down like every little thing you can, but makes sense. There's something charming about only writing down things I deem important and then realizing I've messed up so hard. Pawn? Did I write down pawn in the den? I wrote down pawn in the den. What? There's a door here? Gamers. We're so back. He says when this leads nowhere. That's fine. We got 3 gems out of it. Well, I don't see any... There's a flan. Flans are pretty important. Remember, chat. Flan. I guess we'll write this down. Hold on. Wine cellar. Rest. With M C C X I I. I guess I'll... You know what? I'm going to sketch the crest. Hold on. Because this might be useful too. I don't know. Okay, so there's a line down the middle, and there's a goose. On water with 2 spades under there. And then some stripes and what looks like 3 berries and some jagged leaves. There's just like lines going through the whole thing. Perfect. And you know what? Filigree on the side. Perfect. Alright, that's all I need. And MCCXI. There we go. Why not? Just 1213. Interesting. That may be relevant. But that was the last door, so I don't see any other doors I can take use of. And, like, that was in a corner, so me using it on a wine cellar was probably the best bet. That's the Roman numerals? I mean, yeah, I guessed that. I had assumed that it was the Roman numerals. Did I write down bedroom pawn? Yep, bedroom pawn. And there's nothing else in here other than Reddington. And a couple of origami swans. That might be useful. I'm not sure. The Nook. had the rook and the note about taking notes. Nothing else of note. Back in the entrance hall. Back into the guest room. Got a basketball. And that pawn. Did I write down? Yeah, guest room entered pawn. Whale. This guy. We love that guy. I already read that note. That note was talking about the billiards thing. Let's re-explore these, just in case there's something important here. Red note. We already took note of that. We'll go to the storeroom first, because it's closer. Storeroom had a pawn. Write that down. Storeroom pawn. And that same photo from the mailroom. I'm going to keep a mental note of that, in case it's relevant. And then over yonder, in this hallway, I don't think there's anything. There's a bathtub. Drew someone a bathtub. Amelia Bedelia or whatever. Parlor, where we messed up the puzzle. There's a... Parlor had a pawn. And that looks like it. Then we have the closet, which has... Well, it had a shovel in it. I don't see anything else of import. So I think that's everything. I think it's time to call it a day. Oh, hold on. Do I have... Hold on. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... Real quick, I'm going to head back to the Great Hall because there was that room with the lever that I didn't pull. Might as well pull it. Could be useful. Then the monster from Amnesia, the bunker, bursts in and it becomes a very different game. Luckily, I have the shovel. Exactly. Oh, cool. I got 2 more from entering this bedroom. Nice. Wait, does that mean I can just... No, because, yeah, walking back and forth costs 2, so... Let's not do that. I have no money to take, Chapel. What will you take from me now, my soul? Yep. Keep heading forward. I just start whacking the beast from the Amnesia bunker with a shovel. You just hear tang, twang, twang for approximately 2 hours. I opened this door, which had this lever. Oh! Son of a bitch. Okay. Great. Because that opened the door to the antechamber, but it's the wrong fucking door. And so I would need a key to get through that door, and then to go up and around to get... Oh! You kidding me? Well, I'm gonna write that down. Great Hall. I guess, first door... from the left bottom had lever to open right ante-chamber door. All right. Well, that's literally all we can do because we have no keys and we have no other rooms to go through. So let's call it a day. Wow, 2 bots showed up at the exact same time. Thank you, Saribot, for taking out Auxiliary Ball Game and Analogous Prism. They're twins. Well, hell of a mansion we've built this day. That was day 1. Time for day 2. I'm not going to go outside. I don't think there was anything for me out there at the moment, so we'll head this way. I'm assuming same note. Yep. And same note. Yep. Well, let's start. Well, let's start from the west. Because the west wing seemed to have more going on about it. So we'll start from the west until we hit a locked door. Then we'll head north and east. Makes sense to me. Well, we're not doing the utility closet immediately. Corridor is always left unlocked. Could be nice, but I think it might be nice to save that for later. So let's start with the spare room, just to get that going. And then we need one that goes up to the right to make a continuation. Bedroom could work. Parlor could work. I could do the parlor game. Let's do the parlor game. Grab the key. I don't think there's anything else in the parlor. Alright. What do we got? The black box contains gems. This box and the blue box are empty. All 3 boxes are empty. Okay, well, we know that one's the liar, because one of them has to have gems. Okay, so this one is the liar, definitely. So if this one's telling the truth, then they're both empty and it's in the black box. And if this one's telling the truth, then it's in the black box. But if this one's lying, and let's say this one's lying, then it'd be in the white box. But then the white box would be telling the truth, which it can't be, so then it would be in the black box. And if this one's telling the truth, then yeah. Okay, so it's chat, black box. Is there any reason to not put it in the to not open the black box? Like, am I being stupid again? Because this one says the black box contains gems. This one says this box and the blue box are empty. This one says that all 3 boxes are empty. One of these has to have gems because that's part of the rules over there. So this one has to be a liar, which means one of these 2 is telling the truth. And if this one's telling the truth, then it's in the black box. And if this one's telling the truth, then it's in the black box. So it's in the black box. Epic. Didn't mess it up this time. Alright, we can go to the toilet and completely cut off the rest of this side. Let's not do that. Let's go to the nook, because that gets me another key. I might need keys at some point. And also, we can check that the nook still has the rook. Okay. So, I'll probably do this after stream. I'll go back through day 1 and, like, mark down on a different page all of the pieces, the chess pieces I noticed. Yeah. Storeroom. I don't want to dead end this place again, which means I have to go to the chapel. I don't have any money right now, so I guess that's fine. Was there money on the floor in the chapel? Well, there was last time. Might not be this time. Bishop in the chapel. Yep, yep. Closet. That's a dead end. Passageway. That opens a lot, but it's a 2-gem requirement. It's probably worth it, though, right? Yeah, it's probably worth it. Oh, cramped. Hallway could be good. Then we can connect the north end. Oh, actually, if we do this, we can basically circumvent the chapel as long as we get a double-ended room after that. Yeah, let's do that. In fact, I might even go... Seems like a four-way room would be better in a pinch rather than using it so early like this. I agree, but if I can get this room to have a connection between the hallway and the entrance hall, I can just avoid the chapel, so I won't have to lose money in case I get some of it. So actually, in that instance, I'm going to see if I can't... Oof. I'm going to leave that for the time being, see if I can't get dice. Because if I can get dice, then I can re-roll this area in case it doesn't give me a thoroughfare. Or, you know what? Hold on. I'm just going to... No. Ugh. I'm going to go through here. Well, I can only do the storeroom because that's the only one that doesn't have a gem requirement. But at least it gives me a key and a gem and a coin. Pawn in the storage room. That's a different painting. Okay, so the paintings change every day. Because that was the 10 last time. Okay, good to know. I guess we'll go this way. Hope it's a continuation. Dark room, bunk room, courtyard. Well, courtyard requires a gem. And it would only really give me one path, and the dark room would give me just as many, so we'll do that. Now, when I go in here, it goes dark. And I can't draw up floor plans in a dark room. So now, I'm going to head back through here and hope I get a thoroughfare. I did not get a thoroughfare. Dark room where Shadow the Hedgehog lives? Heck yeah. Okay, well, that sucks. I mean, I'm gonna draft the observatory, because I feel like that's new. It's probably better than the other two. There's a horse. Observatory has a... Wicked. And I can't go through there, because that just leads to the ass end of the chapel. The Fixed Stars, the Stargazer's Companion to Constellations. Preface. This book contains a complete star base, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various size may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. North Star gives me 1 gold. Twins gives me 2 trunks in the entrance hall. The Slice gives me 3 steps. The Diamond gives me a gem. Or Dimondus Minor. Dimondus Minor. The Southern Cross, a room with 4 doors are more common today. Farmer's Apple, apples are extra delicious. Clavis the Key gives me a key. Diamondus Major gives me 5 gems. Draxus the Dead. Dead end rooms are more common today. The Sale, everything is 50% off. Floralis, Bloom of the Sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. Okay, interesting. Well, let's see what we get then. Let's... Oh. The observatory not have power? Or something? Or do I need to do this? Didn't draw all of them 0 out of 10. Oh yeah, just go through and draw all the stars. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. Oh, and I'm guessing I turn this now? That's not the right way. Let's see what we got. 1. I got $1. Great. I'm gonna lose that as soon as I... I'm gonna lose that as soon as I, like, go to the chapel that I have to go through. Maybe I could do some big loop around, like, make a right out of here. We could go to the den. Or security? But I don't have a gem, so we can't do that. The den it is. Den has a gem. That's blocked off. Pawn is still here. Clocks and all that. Let's look. Probably best to go to the drawing room. Because that... Well, actually, yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Yep. That's the drawing room, all right. Then let's head this way. Ooh, what's this? Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items in rooms that allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Oh, pawn. Drawing room at pawn. This way. I'm gonna see if I can't finagle my way down to the entrance hall. Well, these two have a gem requirement, and that's a dead end, so redraw. Well, not much better. Guess utility closet, because then I can turn the lights on in the breaker room at least. VAC indicators. I just noticed that. What does that mean? Alright, well now let's finagle our way over to the dark room because the lights are on in there. Well, I mean, let's see. Is this door locked? Nope. Okay. Try this out. Oh, the mail room. Because these are both dead ends. So oh. Do I redraw? Because otherwise this is just a whole dead end. But the mail room has a package. Ooh, what do I do? No, redraw. I need more. I need to continue through doors. Well, I would love to go to the patio, but I don't have any gems. I guess pantry or bedroom, because those both lead down, which is nice. Let's go with the let's go with the pantry. Because that has money and also a fruit in it, probably. Yep, apple. Nice. Corridor. Ooh, that goes right past the utility closet, so that gives me more options. Nice. Oh! I just realized, yeah, okay, the windows in this place are consistent, because I can see out this window to see that statue, and I can continue to see out that way. Interesting. It makes sense, but like... Ooh, okay. Oh, I can't use that one, so we'll use the bedroom, because I need to continue. Oh, money in the bedroom. Convenient. I guess we'll go to the dining room, because like I said, I need to be able to keep going. And then the only way through is this, and it better have a hook that leads to the entrance hall. No! Oh, look at that! It's facing the wrong way, so I can't get to the entrance hall from there. If I could use the commissary, but I don't have a gem. Oh. Oh, this is a tragedy. Because the maid's chamber is just going to lead to a dead-end room next to the bedroom. Ugh. And I'm less likely to find items lying around if I do that. Damn it. I guess I'm doing the bunk room. Ah, that sucks. Alright, what do we got in the bunk room? Bunk room's new. Hamster! Oh my god! How are you alive? How has... Look at him. Oh my god. That is the cutest thing I have ever seen. He's literally just a small brown thing with black eyes, but that I would die for this man. Hamster. Bananas. Atari 2600. Oh my god, look at him go. Beautiful. Camp Colonel. Interesting. This must have been like his childhood room. Put bananas in your ears to prevent the aliens from controlling your mind. Good idea. That's a real thing from a real NES game. Oh, do I know that game? I might know the name of that game. I can't remember it right off the top of my head. Star Tropics. Yeah. I remember that. I remember hearing about that. All right, well, time to literally walk all the way back to the dark room because I don't have any other choice. Hello. Pictures consistent here? Yeah, they look consistent here. Okay. Anything interesting to nab here that I didn't see before? Don't seem to be. Oh, right, the lever. I'll write that down. Hold on, actually. Now that I know that that consistently spawns. Dark room. Broken lever. Having watched a playthrough of Star Tropics, it's a mess. It's I assume, a beautiful mess, as most good games are. I'm gonna say this because I need to vent it out, and it's such a non-spoiler, so don't worry, but what the fuck does the red room do? You're asking the wrong man. Alright, well, these two are both dead ends, so I have to use the West Wing Hall if I want to actually, like, continue playing the video game. Which has this note in it again. That's blocked off to the storeroom, so we only have this way to go. Don't be locked. Guest bedroom's a dead end, wine cellar is a dead end, courtyard it is. I don't have any gems. Are you kidding me? It's red. It doesn't need to explain anything. Are you kidding me? I guess this is the end of today. Because, like, these are my only options and both of them are dead ends. And I've already had both of these rooms before, so it doesn't matter. Ugh, gross. I'm gonna take the guest bedroom. Because now I have a bunch more steps that I can take outside. So maybe the outside will have something for me. I don't know. Maybe is there? Well, no, it doesn't matter. There's no more doors. There's no other places to go in this entire building. So we're just gonna go. I love how ominous the dark room is. Enjoy the drafting RNG? I mean, you know, it's how the game is designed. Sometimes you just get screwed with RNG. That's the beauty of roguelite games. At least we solved that puzzle. But yeah, no, we're just at options in here, so look at that. Both the entrance doors blocked up. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to do out here, because I didn't really gain any information. Some runs end before you can begin. Yeah. Yeah, well. That doesn't... Yeah, that's not going to open. Well, there was... Hold on. There was this path over here I didn't take last time. And, you know what? I got coins. I'll make a wish. Can't spend them on anything else, can I? Can I just make multiple wishes? Hold on. Step off the thing. Step back on the thing. No? Okay. Yeah, I didn't go down this way. Let's check this out. Oh? Okay. There's like a mine shaft in there. And... Okay. Ooh, yeah, here's a better look at those. Yeah, what's going on over there? Use 100,000 SP to increase walking speed. Alright, I can run. I forgot about that. Ooh, hello. I think we found Amnesia the bunker. Well, this was a spooky discovery, but not much of a discovery otherwise. I guess that's it. Fountain, bird fountain of some kind. I was gonna joke that. Don't steal my jokes. Nah. Wish? No. Well, that's everything I can do today. Stare at the weird mountain, and we'll call it. Let's put a line through that page and have day 3 begin on the same page, because I only wrote 3 things for day 2. Alright, let's do that again. What do we got? Den gives me 3 paths, it's probably good. Coat check, check one item and retrieve it on another day. Could be useful, I don't have anything though. So let's go to the den. Because that gives me a gem, which I'll need, and then it gives me 2 other rooms to access. Oh. Entered this end of the gem. This end of the den, and not the gem. Thank you. Guest bedroom, breaker closet. I'm not going to waste the gem now, because that has screwed me over. Back in sec teeth. Good luck with the teeth. I'll keep exploring. Let's go to the guest bedroom. Let's get my 10 steps in for the day. Ooh, a key. The garage. Ooh, garage core key. Is that? That seems consistent. Hold on. That might be a consistent spawn, so I'm writing that down. Corridor. Be useful. Well, I don't want to end this side of the thing immediately. The mailroom would be nice, though. Let's do the corridor so I can actually keep going on this end. Bedroom would head me to the left. That could be... The drawing room would lose a gem, but it would give me more options. I think I'm gonna hold off on the drawing room for now. Oh, key. Terrace. Ooh, green rooms do not cost gems to draft. Ooh, but then I would then cut off this entire left side. Well, for now, I could probably head up and left through the entrance hall if I'm lucky, but... Ooh. Well, I either do this, I can continue up, or I do this, and I'm... You know, this is kind of big. I'm gonna take... Against my better judgment, I'm gonna take the terrace, and then head back to the entrance hall. Because now we don't have to deal with some gem costs. And gem costs screwed us last time, so. Very nice out here, too. Alright, let's see if we can't head north and make up for the left's mistake I made. Well, the Nook would end us immediately, so we gotta go through the spare room. I'm not wasting money on the passageway. Not right now, at least. What did I just say, passageway? Oh, but then we... Oh, you can't do that to me. Ugh. I'll take the storeroom for now. Ugh, gross. I hate that. I really hope I didn't just screw myself by not taking the passageway there. Alright, let's hope the east wing is nice to us. Hallway. Hallway gives us more options for now. The Nook gives us a key. It doesn't really matter. All three of these kind of give us a good, corner to go off of. I don't think I need the kitchen. The Nook would give me a key. And, yeah, let's go with the Nook. Ooh, courtyard. Just made it so this doesn't cost a gem, and it gives me a nice connecting thing in that hallway courtyard area, and I can go straight up. Yeah, let's do that. Also, the courtyard should have... Well, last time I had the metal detector. It looks like this time it spawned this chest. I'm not going to waste a key on it yet, but I may do so eventually. Let's go straight up. Well, these two are dead ends, so let's go through the parlor. Because I can just dead end that hallway down there, or the courtyard hallway crossing, or I could dead end the parlor here. Ooh, that might be... Well, let's do the parlor. Parlor, I feel safer taking right now. Let's grab the wind-up key. Let's see what we got. So, this is the black box. Well, you're obviously lying. This is the... Okay, so you're both lying. The black box is not... Oh. Okay. That's like the easiest puzzle ever. Because this is lying, this is lying, so this is telling the truth, and that's... So the black box is not empty. Which means that it has stuff in it. Yeah. Wow. That was easy. Alright, what do we got? Oh, boy. Okay, so we gotta go security, because otherwise we're just completely screwed, so... Ooh! Interesting. I assume this is the top middle room we were trying to keep. No, this is just the security room. I drafted this up because the other two here were dead ends, and that would have basically ended my run, so I took the security room. And this is what it got us. Oh, and it does actually update where my character's standing. That's cute. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to House Manager Mrs. Babbage. The game becomes FNAF? Oh no. Okay, hold on. So, security? Staff notice? Terminal in laboratory. Terminal password. Wait a minute. The terminal password begins with an S. I have a thought, but first of all, until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's not true.
Nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I literally saw it locked and needed a lever to open it. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Interesting. Microwave. It was too perfect I had to. Well, that is much the point. I like the, I included that one because it's funny of, like, I like the idea of you just accusing me of things. And it's like back at, like, the sound alerts are part of a conversation on this stream. That's what I'll say. Anyway, computer. I can view estate inventory. There's one trunk. Okay, I thought it would tell me what's in the trunk. Thanks. Keycard security. Security doors are within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is operational. Security level medium. Offline mode locked. Set security level. The security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate.
Explaining the joke oftentimes makes it less funny. Goober.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with low setting and 5 to 6 with high. Well, I don't have a key card, so we're going to set it to low. This mode determines the default setting the security doors will be set to if the power is lost. Oh. Well, then we'll set them to unlock. Because now, if we come across any security doors... Yeah, okay. So I don't have the password for that. Now, if we come across any security doors with a key card, and we draft up the... What was this? Oh. I didn't realize I had this. Nifty. I just hit right bumper and it gave me this menu. So if we draft up the actually hold on. It's this way? Yeah. I mean if this is a dead end room, I'm going to be elated. Well, crap. Well, I can do the pantry cuz that'll at least connect to the courtyard. That'll be nice. I was hoping I could put a dead end room here, but alas. Banane. Alright, well, this is my only shot. I have to hope that this has multiple connecting rooms. Well, hello. This is like the best place for the passageway. And I could dead end this area. Because I can go up and to the left still, so... Ooh, the breaker box! Wait. We do the breaker box. Because now, if I turn off the keycard entry system... Go check security real quick. Keycard system is offline, which means all keycard doors would be unlocked, so I don't need a keycard. Excellent. Alright, let's head... Well, north could lead to some locked doors. Let's head west for a second. The weight room, I lose half of my things. That'd be bad. I could launder currency in the laundry room, or I could go to the dark room. I kind of wish the dark room was rotated up, but we'll just have to deal with that. That's just one less door I can go through. I mean, I have power to the dark room, so you should be fine. I thought I had power to you. Hold on. Yeah, because we have the utility closet. Oh. It just turned off. There we go. So we can grab the broken lever. Ooh, free gem. No broken lever. Okay. Dark room. No broken lever. I thought that was a consistent spawn, sadly. Unless it's just somewhere else in here, hiding from me. Lurking in the shadows. like Hollywood superstar Shia LaBeouf. Old reference. Anyway. Closet would dead end me, commissary would dead end me, weight room wouldn't, but I would lose a lot of my steps. That's not great. At least I know that's consistent. Game was like, bet. The commissary would dead end me, which means I only have the north passage way as a possible room to go through. The weight room would take away half of my steps by entering it, but at least I could continue. So I'm gonna do that one. I don't like this, but I'd rather let myself continue with more doors. I say that and then immediately get to the mail room and cut off doors for myself. But a package was delivered, so we're gonna pick that up. What are you? An amateur lockpick kit and 2 gems. So, mail room. Sound like exercises and loses half their steps seems legit. Look, I exercise after these streams, and I definitely lose half my steps after that, so. So. Date. Hack was 11-5. Date. Yep. Was also 11-5. By Hay Thompson. Apartment 604. Serial number 1157770. Invoice number is 627, and customer order number is 5254. Just in case any of those are relevant. Gem, amateur lockpicking set. Will occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. Convenient with all my keys. I'm going to have to be really careful about where I step now. I want to go back to the courtyard because that had the trunk I can unlock, and since I have the hobbyist lockpicking set. 5254 could be the 4-digit code in that one lock early on. The one in the orchard, you mean? Well, I guess we're taking the boudoir, because the other ones are gonna lock me out. Possibly. Well, we got options. We'll see. I mean, maybe I'll try 5254 on this safe over here. No. But that is whole, like, so this is what I wanted to think of earlier. Cinca. And the terminal password started with an S, so I'm wondering. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's gonna be most of my steps. I think it's worth checking. Because we can just go straight that way for the next room and hope that it gives us some steps. Actually, hold on. Let me actually go look at the paper. I'm gonna try 2 possible passwords. So it's S Y N K A. Oh, there's so many. Then try CO. Maybe? Are y'all having fun, son? I'm having a blast. I'm experimenting and shit. Nope, not that. Starts with an S. Clearly it's stink face, case sensitive. My other option is possibly Sinclair? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so it's 4 bigger than Sinclair, so whatever it is. I don't know. Courtyard's 2 away. And then 1, 2, 3. Ugh, yeah, no, I'm just gonna head this way and hope I get something that refills some steps. Well, this doesn't help. Well, maybe the commissary will give me something to refill my steps. Also, it's new, so I might as well experiment. Commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for the inconvenience. But, okay, so notes have been lying to me so far. Maybe. With, like, that one saying that the antechamber is unlocked. That one lied, so this one also might be lying, but... yeah. Sari. Red note. Will be closed. Day 12 to 16. We'll see if that holds up. Okay, I'm not sure. Because what? So, I mean, these pictures change, so I'm not sure what... whatever. What is this? Oh, this is the payroll statement again. Okay. Oh. Annual Maid's Day sale. Uh, 50% off day 20 and 21. Okay. And shopping. Gem, salt shaker, what does that even do? Sledgehammer? And metal detector. I mean, I guess the salt shaker? Because, like, I don't need the gem. Whenever you eat food, get... Okay, so that just... So hopefully there's food in the next room. Ah, whatever. I got keys. Well, that would basically end my run. Well, no. All items up to 50% off this game's sales are as bad as IRL sales, yeah. So the laboratory would just end the room without any benefit. Like, I guess it'd be a new room to check out. The nursery would also end, but it means I can gain more when I draft bedrooms. I think I'm going to go with that one just because it might save me later. Oh yeah, and even gave me +5 because I guess I have a bedroom drafted, so worth it. Money! And a little book. Ooh. The Red Prince. Alright. Nursery. The Red Prince. Book. Let's see what might be useful here. Oh, where's the blueprints? We are the blueprints. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with all the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who always wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, the book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Okay. The only downside is being royal. He is blue blood, so he hates himself. The end. I guess I'll write down, I don't know. Book is self-referential. Oh my, it's already 9 o'clock. Okay, well, okay, we'll end this day and then we'll call it a stream. I'm absorbed. I'm getting straight absorbed by this. Oh, and a pawn in the nursery. So yeah, now we're gonna head to the boudoir, or however you pronounce it again, and see if that has a kid has problems. He murders people because he likes the red left behind. Jerry, please, this is a children's book for babies. Alright, let's see what this drip. Lockpick. Nice. The billiard room would end the run. The walk-in closet would end the run. The chapel would end the run. Okay, so we're at the end of the run. I guess we'll go to the walk-in closet? That's new. Kid grows up. Goku didn't stay a kid forever. I guess. Alright, what's in the walk-in closet? Because this is new to me. A key, a gem. Picture of her again. And a coupon book. Save one thing on every purchase you make in the estate. Convenient. I mean, this is the end of the run because every room led to a dead end this way. Can I make my way back to the commissary? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have 6 steps up. Let's go back to the commissary. See if we can't spend our money a little bit. Extreme couponing, that show pissed me off. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of, I don't care about going to the thing. Not a big fan of couponer, like the people that just like coupon max and all that. Oh crap, I could read this? Hey buddy, how's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage, packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we departed tomorrow so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate. But with all the preparations, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. you're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a sec, I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do us both a favor, be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday, I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliche expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator. Dad. P.S. Get some sleep on each night and don't spend all your time all your time each day planning Deringa blocks? Oh, playing Deringa blocks. Later, alligator. It is a dad. That's cute. So I'm Simon P. Jones. And this is a letter from my dad. Yeah, okay. Cool. That's cute. That was cute. Well, I mean, I could just wander around a bit. But I think, after a while, crocodile, exactly. Well, we got locked in a little bit, but I think we made a little bit of progress. We learned that some of the spawns aren't consistent. We found the package in the mailroom, found the commissary, went to the nursery, read that book. So yeah, this shall be the end of stream today. Thank you all very, very much for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Subval. Thank you, Colin. I think that's everyone. Sadly, my mom couldn't make it. I think she's out of town for a bit, but that's fine. She'll enjoy the VOD, I believe. Let me just browse through Twitch real quick, see if there's anybody worth raiding. Nah. Oh, hi, Allie. Didn't realize you were here. I guess thanks for lurking. I appreciate it. I figured you would like this. I know I've seen you playing this game, and I know you recommended I play it, so I figured you'd be around. But yeah, I don't think there's anybody really worth raiding. So I will. There is a streamer that I follow that's playing Outer Wilds. You guys want to raid into her? Nah, I think we'll just call it. So, yep. Thank you all very, very much for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks for keeping me company. Yeah, have a good day. Have a good night. Hope you're doing well. If not, I hope things get better for you soon. And I will see you all on Monday for our continuation of Bastion, where I'm gonna definitely lower the difficulty because I'm struggling. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, we'll raid her. Why not? Yeah. I'll set up the raid. Start raid. All right. Feel free to stick around in the raid. I greatly appreciate it. Feel free to show Arenda some chat stuff. Again, she was playing Outer Wilds. We played Outer Wilds before, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. But yeah. Once again, thank you all very, very much for watching. Have a good day, have a good night, etc. I already did the outro, so yeah. Bye-bye.